Hi everyone, this is Julie from Totally Holistic Health and it's good to see you with me. And today we're going to do a really nice practice. It's sort of a bit more of an energising yoga practice, as it's this sort of nice get towards spring. It's actually nice just to start energising the body a little bit. We're just building up a little bit more of a stronger yoga practice. But obviously, again, just do what feels comfortable for you. Obviously, there's lots of different variations, so just really do what feels right for you and your body at this particular moment, because obviously if you're still feeling a little bit tired and sluggish after the winter, even though a nice invigorating practice can be quite nice, sometimes it's nice just to maybe go a little bit softer on yourself. So we're going to start off with our feet nicely placed. So it really depends on how you're feeling. I mean, normally most people sort of tend to find that sort of hip width is comfortable for them, but if you find that you want to have your feet slightly close together, again, that's absolutely fine. If you've done yoga before, different yoga schools tend to have different sort of ideas of where the feet should go. So just do what feels comfortable for you. So we're just going to start off just by rocking backwards and forwards on our feet. Now the reason we do this is just so that you've got more of a sensation in your feet. Most standing postures really do require having that lovely, the sort of total acceptance of where your feet actually are on the floor. Okay, so if you don't know where your feet are, it's actually very difficult to actually do yoga. So again, just rocking backwards and forwards. So we're going to maybe now come onto the toes, bringing the heels off the floor. So just keeping a nice focus. Keeping the eyes open to make it easier, just really focusing on keeping yourself upright. And then very gently we're going to lower the heels down. So bring the weight into the heels and then just bring the toes up. Lowering the toes. Now come to the outside of the feet. And then to the inside of the feet. And then just very gently, just placing all the four corners of the feet down. So again, you should have more of a sensation of the toes, but also equally the heels as well. So again, having a lovely ground base. So we're going to bring the arms above the head. So breathing in. And again, if you want to bring a little back bend in here, that's fine. If you do have issues with your back, you might want to just bend your knees a little bit to come into a very gentle back bend. And then bringing the arms down the side. And then back into Anjali Mudra. Again, just noticing any sensations you can feel in the body. Okay, so we're going to bring the arms above the head now. So try to, if you've got issues with your shoulders, maybe try bringing your arms a little bit wider, like you're holding a big beach ball or something. But if your shoulders are feeling okay, obviously you can have them bent a little bit and obviously over the head. Try to keep the equal balance in both the feet. So try not to bring the weight into one side or the other when we're doing this one. So bring the arms above the head. So either nice and wide or coming together with the elbows bent. So keeping the pressure in both the feet. Try to keep the pelvis in the same place. We're just going to very gently just bring the top half of the body over to the right. So again, equally in the feet. Just being aware of those sensations. Really noticing that lovely opening up of the left side of the body. And then coming back to centre. Again, keeping the breath nice and steady. And very gently again, keeping the weight in both feet. Really noticing those sensations. Just going to come over to the left. And again, really noticing that lovely expansion in the side ribs of the right hand side of the body. And then very gently coming back up, the hands back down into Anjali Mudra. And again, just noticing where you are with your feet, really noticing the sensations in the feet. So we'll bring the arms nice and wide now to cactus arms. So we're going to very gentle twist now. So we're going to twist the whole of the top half and keeping the feet nice and focused and level. Bring the twist round to the right. Keeping the breath nice and steady, and then come back to centre, and then twisting round to the left, and then back to centre. Bring the hands back into Anjali Mudra. Okay, so we're going to bring the feet nice and wide now. So try to make sure that your knees track over your feet. So if you find that you can't bring the legs wide, unless you're trying to come more into a more narrow posture, if that suits you, but as long as you're actually able to open up the hips and have these knees over the feet. So again, you can have the feet facing this way again, but make sure those knees stay over those feet. So again, coming into Anjali Mudra, into Goddess pose. And again, equally just making sure that the weight is equally between the front and the back of the feet. And again, this is quite a strong posture in the thighs. So again, use the breath. Really, really focus on that lovely prana breath. And again, if you want to, see if you can bring the weight into the toes, lifting the heels off the floor. Again, this can be quite challenging, so again you can keep the heels down if that suits you. Again, using the breath and then very gently lowering the heels down. And again, you can take a little bit of respite and come back up for a couple of seconds or a couple of breaths, and then coming back down again. Just going to bring the arms nice and wide. Okay, so we're going to bring the right forearm onto the right thigh. Bring the left arm overhead. And again, just enjoy that lovely stretch on the left hand side of the body. Bringing the top arm down. Straighten the legs. We're going to rotate round on towards the right side. Bending that front leg. Bringing yourself down into a nicer lunge. And again, you can bring that back knee down if you want to. Or you can keep it up, it really depends on how you're feeling today. So try to make sure that that front shin is nice and perpendicular to the floor. Now, what you can do is bring the left arm just on the outside of the mat, so really nice and wide. Just bring the right arm up and just really open up that chest. Really enjoy that lovely sensation of expansion. And again, don't forget you can have the knee down if that suits you. And then bringing both legs either side of that front foot. We'll just skip the back foot in a little bit and then straighten up the front leg. Try to make sure that both your feet are sort of separated a little bit so you've not got one foot in front of the other, because it makes it easier for balance. So maybe sort of still keeping them hip width apart. So get a nice flat back, pushing the feet into the floor and just interlocking the hands behind the back. Pulling the fingers down, again, nice straight back. And keep it nice and strong, keep the focus in the feet, keep the breath nice and steady. And if you want to, just see if you can just lower the nose down to the knee. Bring both hands either side of that front foot. Scooping the back foot down, back a little bit. Coming back into a lunge. So again, either knee down or knee up. See if you can just really grip together with those hips and just come up into Anjali Mudra again. And then see if you can just hook the left elbow on the inside or the outside of the right leg. Just rotate round to the right. Keeping it strong. And then coming both hands down either side of that front foot. Bring the front foot to join the back foot into a nice downward dog. Just walking those feet out. Just really enjoying that stretch on the outside of the leg. Nice and energizing for the back of the body. Bending the knees nice and strongly, walking the hands back to join the feet into a nice, very gentle forward fold again, keeping the knees bent to protect the back. And then coming up to standing. And again, just opening up the shoulders if that suits you. Okay, so we need to do the second side. So then coming into a nice wide-legged posture. So again, knees over the feet, so I'm going to come down back into goddess pose. Keeping the hands into Anjali Mudra. And again, if you want to, again, bring the weight into the toes, bring the heels off the floor. Just see if you can come down any lower this time. And then bring the heels back down. Bring the hands nice and wide. Bring the left forearm onto the left thigh, bringing the right arm overhead. And again, just enjoying that lovely stretch on the right side of the body. Bring the arms back. Rotate round either side of that front foot. So again, walking the feet so they're nice and hip width apart. So bringing the right hand really nice and wide. And then opening up to the left. Really nice and open in that posture. And bring both hands back either side of that front foot. So walking the back foot in just a little bit. Again, making sure that the feet are nice and hip width apart. Straighten that front leg. Okay, so really feeling those sensations in the feet. Letting go with the hands, just interlocking them behind the back. Nice flat back. And then if you want to, just lowering the knee, nose down to the knee. Just let the arms come over again. So you are adjusting your feet all the time on this one. Again, just being really, really mindful of how that feels. Very gently bringing the hands either side of that front foot, walking the back foot a little bit back, again trying to come into that lunge, getting the knee down or the knee up depending on how you're feeling. So again, really, really clenching with those thighs, pushing up really strong into Anjali Mudra. Again, we're going to hook the right elbow on the outside of the left leg and just rotate round to the left. Again, keeping the strength in those legs. Again, bring the knee down if you need to. And then hands either side of that front foot. So letting the front foot join the back foot into that lovely, really nice, restorative downward dog. Walking the feet out. Really enjoying that lovely energising back of the body. Alright, gently we're going to blow ourselves down onto our knees and then come into a nice seated posture. So bringing the feet out in front of you. Okay, so we've done quite a lot of opening postures on the legs. We need to close up the hips a little bit. So we're going to bend both of our knees, bring the left leg, and then bring that underneath the right knee, and then bring the right leg and just cross that over. So you've got the knees stacked up over each other. However, if you're struggling to do that, what you can do is just keep the left leg straight and just have the right leg crossed over top of the left. Again, do what's right for you. So I'll just turn and face so you can actually see a little bit better. So again, it doesn't matter if the knees are stacked on top of each other. It's really just what's comfortable for you, and you might find you really can't get that leg over, which is absolutely fine. So again, once you're actually in this pose, really, really strong on the thighs, just maybe sitting with that for a few moments with the breath. Again, just really enjoying it. It's actually quite a restorative pose. So really enjoying the sensations here rather than trying to rush on to finish off. You really need to just notice how that feels just to be in this position. And again, just making sure that your shoulders are drawn down the back. Wonderful. Okay, so then we're going to unravel our legs. So bring the legs nicely out in front of you. And again, just maybe waggling the knees just to get some sensation back in there again. So we're going to bend both knees up. So we're going to bring the right foot all the way around, right foot underneath, and then the left leg over top. So again, if you want to, you can have the right leg straight and the left leg over the top. But if you're happy to have that lovely crossover, again, that's absolutely fine. Again, don't overstretch it a little bit. I mean, if you've got tight hips or problems with your knees, you might find it's better just to have the bottom leg straight. But again, once you're actually here, really just using the breath just to really enjoy that lovely sensation of that closing up of the hips. Bring the shoulders down the back, really opening up the chest. Again, just trying to imagine that lovely thread coming out the top of the head, just really drawing the head over the heart and the heart over the pelvis. And again, just very gently unraveling the legs. Bringing them in front of you and just giving them a little waggle to get the energising back in there again, and maybe bending the knees a little bit and then just coming into a nice forward fold and letting the head drop between the knees. And then coming back up, coming into a nice cross-legged pose. Bring the arms above the head, breathing in and then twisting round to the right. Bring the left hand onto the right knee, bringing the right hand behind and just very gentle, a nice twist. And back to centre. You can bring it in, arms above the head, breathing in and then twisting round to the left. Put the right hand onto the left knee and then the left hand behind. Again, just using the fingertips just to give you a little bit of height. And just very gently twisting round to the left. Again, just enjoying the sensations here. It's a really nice twist on the belly. And then coming back to centre and then just maybe taking a couple of breaths just to really notice how that feels. And again, it's been quite a strong practice today, so again, really just enjoying those sensations of energising the body. So thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, namaste. Thank you so much.